Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for a little bit today. We had some little issue on our technical arrangements, some logistics. Unfortunately, the Harmattan weather affected our flight, so we had to take a diversion for some hours. But we still thank the Almighty God for making it possible for us to land safely. This election is about to start, so I will advise all of us that all election protocols are being followed. All election protocols are being followed. Let me quickly recognize our external observers. I will thank you very much for coming as you landed. We saw you guys on ground already, and we are told that you people use the flying boats to come over. Outbound engine, which is okay. Whether you can manage, but we that came with flight, we have to make a diversion. But I thank you very much for coming from overseas by boat to join us here. For the voters and contestants, this is serious business here. First of all, let me introduce the electoral personnel here present. I have the Secretary of the Electoral Committee, Mr. Gibbs Green. He is in charge of all the secretariat work, and I assure you that he will definitely put in your votes according to how they are casted. They are cast. By my left, we have Susan Pauline. She's the Electoral Protocol Officer, and she had assured me when we spoke yesterday while I was in Abuja, she was in Lagos, that she had arranged all the protocols. The security agents are well placed to invade, to keep off any intruders, and she has told me that all logistics have well been arranged. With us here and myself, I'm also Emila Green, your electoral chairman. They normally equate me to Atahuri Jega. They equate me to Jega, who studied in the same electoral committee university. We are friends, and as usual, we promise ourselves that whenever we are called upon, we will perform diligently and faithfully. So I thank you very much. For your information, when the election starts, all campaign will be over. If I see you campaigning, you'll be disqualified, arrested, and prosecuted. And while the election is going on, we'll make it clear that any double voting will be cancelled. Any double voting will be cancelled. And the secretary has the register of all club members here present with us. So if you know you are not a club member, don't think of coming forward to pick up the voter's card. Because we'll go through the list, and all accreditation will be taken as the voting is going on. We'll do accreditation and voting at the same time. Thank you very much. With us here, we have your ballot papers sealed from Hopkins University in London. Not opened is here, sealed for use. Here we have the ballot box. You can see it is totally empty. It's totally empty. Well made and well secured, prepared by Sing Yung Cheng Limited from South Korea. So you are well assured that your election is being monitored worldwide. So mode of election will be by nomination and secondment. The mode of election will be by nomination and secondment. And for our information, all of us that are club members, both the electoral officers, are entitled to contest and vote. If you are nominated and seconded, you are entitled to contest. And also, if you are nominated and seconded, if you are nominated, relax and wait for secondment. If you are seconded, you'll be called upon either to accept that nomination and secondment or decline. If you are also nominated and you are not seconded, automatically you are not a contestant. So please let us be guided by these simple rules. And the voting pattern is open, secret ballot. No campaigning. As I'm talking, you are free to do your campaigning. But after all this talk, the moment the election starts, even though you are sitting close, we will not appreciate you telling the next person who to vote. So we will go according to line when the nominations are called. When voting time comes, we will move from front row, second row, third row to the last. You come up to the table, you pick up your ballot paper, and you put the abbreviation or name of the contestant of that position. The electoral board will guide you through. I know some of our first names are very hard to pronounce and spell, but we have abbreviation. And probably when you are nominated and seconded and you accept, you can just tell us what abbreviation we will put for you. We want our observers to see that it's an election, but we are still one club members. We want them to propagate the message out. We want Nigeria to learn from how elections are conducted. I thank you very much for your patience. Sorry once again for our delayed flight due to the weather. We'll try to see that we'll coordinate you very well so that there will be no rancor. Thank you very much. The positions, elective positions, are President, Vice President, General Secretary, Assistant General Secretary, Financial Secretary, Public Relations Officer, commonly known as the PRO, the Treasurer, Welfare Officer, Provost, Ladies Captain, Vice Ladies Captain, Auditor 1, Auditor 2, and Spokesperson. Candidates can be nominated in absentia and can be voted in absentia. And also to inform you that for the position of the president by constitution, which all of you know, is taken from the Defense Ruling Council. And nominations will be made and secondment also will be made. And maybe probably, if it's just a candidate, affirmation vote will also be made. Thank you very much. So feel free, relax. I'll give you 10 minutes to reconsult yourself. Campaign for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, if we see you campaigning, you'll be arrested and prosecuted and possibly jailed. Thank you very much. Voters, we are ready. We are ready. Yes, sir. I mean, yes. And for your information, you are live on tvbonny.com.ng. Definitely you'll be screened on Facebook, Instagram, and other TV stations that normally connect to tvbonny.com.ng. So that will assure you that we are really in business. Also, because of our peculiarity, we are telling Nigerians how voting are done. We have diaspora voters, people in diaspora that are connected to the system here can also vote. So if you know you have your club member in diaspora that has been in progress with you, that has been wanting you to lead, you can put the call through and the person will reach the electoral board and cast his or her votes. So your 10 minutes is up, so we are going straight to nomination. Please, we will need cordialness in the house, please. Thank you. For the position, first position for nomination, I hereby call for nomination for the position of President. Camera, you need. I call for nomination for the position of President. Nomination for the position of President. Your name and who you are nominating.
Oku Samuel Adolphus are my names. I nominate the person of Ase Dapa as the president.
Any secondment for that nomination?
Marian Allison Hezekiah.
Marian Allison second the nomination of Ase Dapa. For the first time, any other nomination? Any other nomination for the position of president? Yes.
I remain your humble member, Stephen McBaningo. I nominate my own distinguished brother who have tested and trusted in different capacity. He is no other person than our brother, John Adolphus Beppo, as the president of this club.
Any seconder?
Samuel S. Allison, second.
Samuel S. Allison, second. Relax.
Just sit down.
Yes. Seconder on John nomination by Samuel Sukari. Yes, your hands is up. Go ahead, John.
Akukwenu.
Aika.
Adek.
Your name.
Mr. John Purple declined the nomination for a position of president. For the second time, any other nomination for the position of president? And for the third time, any other nomination for the position of president? So we have Ase Dapa as the only candidate for the position of president. But as protocol, we have it. There will be an affirmation vote. Can we all show by sign of hand that Ase Dapa becomes the president of Oku Cultural Club of Nigeria by hand. By the power and authority in me vested, I hereby declare as a DAPA the sole nominee and the winner for the position of president of the country. We are moving. For the position of vice president, I hereby call for nomination for the position of vice president. I hereby call nomination for position of vice president. Go ahead.
I still remain Samuel Adolphus Tulufa. For the position of the vice president, I hereby nominate the person of Mr. Dagogo Wesin Jombo.
Any seconder? Seconded by Mabel Manfred Diri. For the first time, any other nomination? For the first time, any other nomination? For the second time, any other nomination? For the third time, any other nomination? By the authority and power in me vested, I will always say be the sole nominee for the vice president is hereby declared the winner. I hereby call for the nomination for the position of General Secretary. I hereby call for the nomination for the position of Secretary. I hereby call for the nomination for the position of a General Secretary. I can see a hand behind here. I see a hand behind. I can see a lady hand behind.
Stand up.
Go ahead, the lady behind. With the blue shirt.
My name is Mary Netanyahu. I hereby nominate Mr. Steve McBannigo as the General Secretary.
Any seconder for the nomination of Mr. Steve McBannigo? Yes.
Oku Annuel.
Aika.
My name is John Adolphus Tulufa. Second.
The nomination.
Yes.
Any seconder? Okay, seconded. For the first time, any other nomination? Yes. The lady. The lady. No, the lady. The lady. Any seconder for the nomination of Harrison? Seconded by favor judges. Don't give to observers. So.
Yes, sir. What the link?
For the position of secretary, we have 2 nominations. Please, can the nominees stand up? Stephen Baningo, Harrison Finapri.
By their names, not by teaching. The right hand is hello. By name, please.
For nomination of secretary, we have 2 nominees, Stephen Baningo and Finapri Harrison. Stephen Baningo, popularly known as aka Igwenga Berekiki, Harrison Tuebi. So, voting has started. First row. First row first. Okay, no, sorry. Yeah, take the right way. Voting has started.
Sorry, are we going to write this one?
Yes, right there. Right here, second, right? Sit down, please, sit down.
The person you want, just write in it.
Yeah, you stood up for just recognition. For Stephen, you can write ST. For Stephen, you can write ST. For Harrison, you can write HA. For short. If you want Stephen, you put ST.
If you want Stephen,
The security officer, can you come closer to me, please? See if someone is trying to remember here. If you want Stephen, put ST. If you want Harrison, put HA.
What is the person right there, Harrison?
Please, security men, can you come close? After election. No, after election.
This guy's the guy.
I hereby call for the nomination of Assistant Secretary. Nomination for Assistant Secretary. Nomination for Assistant Secretary. Nomination for Assistant Secretary. Yes.
Chairman, Executive, dear President, student observers here present, I greet you all. Ladies and gentlemen,
Can you nominate, please?
My name is Comrade Emmanuel Dago Wilson Jomojo. I nominate Jerry Abbey. And I accept. Thank you very much.
Jerry Abbey for the position of Assistant Secretary, seconder. Yes, please. Boma Richard for Assistant Secretary. Jerry for Assistant Secretary. Jerry Abbey for Assistant Secretary. Jerry as AKA Jamike. Boma Richard. For the first time, any other nomination? Security, please, can you come close? Protocol, can you get the security close, please? For the second time, any other nomination for the position of Assistant Secretary? For the third time, any other nomination for the position of Assistant Secretary? By the power in me and authority vested, Jerry Abi being the sole candidate for nomination for the position of Assistant Secretary is hereby declared the winner. I hereby call for the nomination of PRO, Public Relations Officer. Okay, number 5, Financial Secretary. I call for the nomination of Financial Secretary. I hereby call for the nomination of Financial Secretary. Nomination for the position of Financial Secretary. Nomination for the position of Financial Secretary. Nomination for the position of Financial Secretary. You can nominate yourself. Yes, please.
Amen. I nominated my career.
John nominates Mabel Diri for Financial Secretary. Any seconder?
Seconded by Miriam Allison.
Seconded by Miriam Allison. Mabel, can you stand up for recognition?
Thank you very much. I decline that.
Okay, Mabel Diri declined the position of Financial Secretary. Oku we get plenty money, so they avoid to go that position. Yes, nomination for a position of Financial Secretary.
Hi, Buma Richard. I nominate Kenneth Ibiki-Amafama as Financial Secretary.
Kenneth Ibiki Amafama. Okay, Igbi Amafama. That is Body Kingdom. No matter how much you have. Yes. Seconder. Any seconder? Yes.
I remain Samuel Adolphus Tolofare. I hereby second Mrs. Buma Richard for the position of
The nomination.
of
Samuel second the nomination of Kenneth. Kenneth, can you stand up for recognition?
Oku Annuel.
Thank you very much. Any other, for the second time, for the first time, any other nomination? For the second time, any other nomination? For the third time, any other nomination? By the power and authority in me vested, Kenneth Igbi Amafama, being the sole nominee for the position of Financial Secretary, is hereby declared the winner.
Oku Annuel.
6, Public Relation Officer. I hereby call for the nomination of Public Relation Officer, the PRO. Nomination for PRO. Yes, your hand is up.
Oku Annuel, and you can still remain Mary Net. I nominate Mr. John as
I, Ellen, seconded.
Any second the nomination of John Pepple for PRO. Mr. John, can you stand up for recognition, please? And any comment?
Oku
I can.
I'm going for Not for PTR.
John declined the position for PRO. Any other nomination? Any other nomination? Sorry, first nomination for position of Public Relations Officer. Okay, maybe probably the people that are interested are not here and their nominees are not here. So we'll move to the next one. Treasurer. Treasurer. Nomination for treasurer.
I still remain Samuel Adolphus Tolofa. I hereby nominate the person of Miss Mary and Allison.
Then the seconder.
I Buma Richard second.
Buma second. That nomination of Mary. And no get anything. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. Sit down. Any other nomination for the first time? Yes. No.
I nominate Buma Karadapa.
Any seconder for the nomination of Buma Karadapa?
I, Ellen M. Tolofa, is seconded.
You can vote for treasurer. You can vote for position of treasurer. Buma Karadapa, you can write BK for Buma Karadapa for a position of treasurer. If you want Buma Karadapa to be a treasurer, if you want Buma Karadapa to be a treasurer, you can write BK. If you want Mary Allison to be a treasurer, you write MA or Mary. We are moving on. 8. Welfare officer. I hereby call for the nomination of welfare officer. Yes.
I nominate Iwari Heart. Iwari People. Thank you very much.
Iwari People for nominated for position of welfare officer. Any seconder? Yes, the lady. Favor Jaja second. For the first time, is Mr. Iwari here for recognition and comment? Okay. For the first time, any other nomination? For the second time, any other nomination? For the third time, any other nomination? By the authority and power in me vested, the Iwari People being the only nominee for the position of welfare officer is hereby declared the winner. Provost. I hereby call for the nomination of provost. Yes, the lady on blue. Behind.
I nominate John Pepper.
John Pepper. Yes, the lady in dark blue.
Seconded by Mary and Allison.
Seconded by Mary and Allison. Any other nomination for the first time? Any other nomination for the second time? Another nomination for the third time? Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority and power invested, John Pepper will be the sole nominee for the position of provost, is hereby declared the winner. Ladies captain. Yes, the man on white, shiny hair.
I still remain Samuel Adolphus Tolofa. I hereby nominate the person of Miss Mabel Didi as the ladies captain.
Miss Mabel Dury nominated as ladies captain. Can you stand up for recognition and comments? Seconder. Oh, sorry. I thought someone was seconded. Sorry. Seconder for that nomination. Someone second. Any seconder for that nomination?
Samuel S. Alice.
Samuel S. Alice is second that nomination. Mabel. For the first time, any other nomination? Yes. Is it? Susan Pauline. Precious Alice second. Can the two candidates please stand up for recognition?
Oku Annuel.
Precious. So for position of ladies captain, if you want
Sir, excuse sir.
any observation?
The observation, sir, not offended.
What observation?
There are other persons who want to contest and you say only 2 nominations.
I did not say any two nominations.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir.
I did not say that.
Sorry, sir.
I said for the first time, any other nomination.
Sorry, sir.
Nominated.
Thank you, sir.
Observation?
No, we are in nomination now.
Okay, go ahead.
When I, the AG people, I nominate Miss
Helen Tolofari. Seconder, any seconder?
By John Adolphus Pepper.
John Adolphus Pepple, second. Any other nomination? Please, can you 3 candidates stand up for recognition? You can vote for yourself, contestant, because we have one here on the table. Where you, so that their vote doesn't lose. Any other nomination? Any other nomination? Any other nomination? Hereby declare these 3 candidates duly nominated to contest the position of ladies captain. If you want to vote Susan Pauline, you can put SP.
Information, sir.
Yes, please.
Distinguished Electoral Committee of Oku Cultural Club of Nigeria.
Ladies, sit down, please.
Our most distinguished observers from different locations across Nigeria is concerned. I want to officially welcome you.
Information, please.
The information I have is that if the Electoral Committee is accepting a member of the Electoral Committee from the high table, then it means the committee have to step her down to the general floor because this one house, she won't be part of the people on the high table while she's contesting election.
At this particular moment, see?
Yes, at this particular moment.
Okay, at this particular moment, by the authority and power in me vested, we are stepping down our dear protocol officer to go and vote and come back to the seat. Thank you very much. Bring the thing and let's share it now. Stay there, just stay there. Okay, you can vote now for the position of ladies captain. If you want Susan Pauline to be a ladies captain, put SP. If you want Mabel Dury to be a ladies captain, put MD. If you want Ellen Tolofari to be a ladies captain, put HT. Ladies Vice Captain. Look of any. Lady Vice Captain. Yes, please. Nomination. Calling for nomination for Vice Captain. Ladies Vice. Nomination. Yes, Mary.
I still remain Mary Netta Analysis. I nominate Miss Boma Richard as the vice.
Yes, lady on the screen.
Seconded by Bebe Manfred.
Any other nomination? Any other nomination?
Yes, sir. I still remain Ellen M. Solofai. I nominate Favor Jaja as the vice. Thank you.
Any seconder? Any seconder? Yes, please.
Someone other for Tolofal as a con. Elaine Tolofal for the nomination of Favor Jaja.
Second, the nomination of Elaine Tolofari for nomination of Favor Jaja. Any? Na maybe. Na she second.
Observation, sir.
Mary.
Observation, sir.
No more observations.
It could cause havoc in this election.
The security will take charge. Security will take charge. Security, come closer, please. Protocol, can you come back to your seats so that you can do your job? Thank you. By power authority, me vested. I hereby call back protocol to her seat.
Thank you, sir.
Favor, Helen, seconded by Sam. Can the candidates nominated for the position of ladies vice captain please be upstanding for recognition and comments? Sit, please. Have your seat. You can now vote. If you want Boma Richard to be your ladies vice captain, you can write B arrow. Or if you want Favor Jaja to be your ladies vice captain, you can write MG. FG. Federal government. FG. Funky jogger. Welfare, no. Welfare, no. No, I want to put that. You get that. We are going down. I'm voting Boma and Mary. Okay. 12. I hereby call for the nomination of Auditor 1. Yes, please.
Samuel S. Alex, my name. I nominate Mr. Oswald Meeting as Auditor 1.
Seconded by
Any seconder? We have 2 auditors. Position for 2 auditors. So you can nominate as many as. Nomination again for Auditor 2. Yes, the banner red.
I nominate Niadoye M. Pepper, Auditor 2.
Any seconder? Just choose one. We have Auditor 1 and 2. So Any other nomination for the position of Auditor 1, 2? Any other nomination for position of Auditor 1, 2? Yes, please. Aika.
I nominate
For auditor.
Auditor what? One or two?
For auditor. For 1, 2. Auditor 1, 2.
Auditor two.
Auditor 1, 2. Auditor 1, 2. Anyone? Any other seconder for nomination of Gift as Gift Green as auditor? For the second time, seconder. For the third time, seconder. John, your nomination has no seconder. Any other nomination for the first time? Any other nomination for the second time? Any other nomination for the third time? Ladies and gentlemen, by power and authority in me vested, I hereby declare the two nominees for Auditor 1 and 2, Oswell Green Mirila Miade George Henry Pepple, as Auditor 1 and 2 of the club. Stand elected. We are there. Yes, spokesperson. I hereby call for nomination of spokesperson. Yes.
Oku Annuel. I remain somewhere and for to I hereby nominate the person of Larry Jack May as the spokesman.
Any seconder?
Seconded by Miriam.
Seconded by Miriam Ezekiel Harrison. Good. For the first time, any other nomination for the position of a spokesperson? For the second time, yes, nomination. Go ahead. Are you declining?
I, John Adampo, I nominate
Gift Green nominated. Any seconder for the nomination of Gift Green for spokesperson? Any seconder? Any seconder? Okay. No seconder. For the last time, any nomination for the post of spokesperson? Spokesperson. Yes, the lady. We can't hear you. Idafobara Irima for the post of spokesperson. Any seconder? Helen M. Tolofari second. Please, can the nominees, any other nomination? Any other nomination? Any other nomination? So please, can the nominees stand up for recognition and comments? Ladies and gentlemen, please. Protocol. Can the nominees stand up for recognition and comments, please? Decline. On that note, by the authority and power in me vested, Larry Jackmay, standing as the sole nominee for the position of spokesperson, is hereby declared elected and winner. Winner and elected. Ladies and gentlemen, we've exhausted our list, but we still have one outstanding, a by-election I run on the position of Public Relations Officer PRO. I hereby call for nomination once more. Yes, please.
I hereby nominate Promise Dan Jumbo.
Any seconder for Promise? Yes, please. The lady. PRO. What is the name? Promise what?
Dan Jumbo.
Promise Dan Jumbo. Nominated by Samuel Tolofare, seconded by Mabel Duri Manfred. Any other nomination for the first time for the position of PRO? Any other nomination for the second time for the position of PRO? And for the third and last time, any other nomination for the position of PRO? On that note, ladies and gentlemen, by the power and authority in me vested, Promise Dan Jumbo being the sole candidate nominated for the position of PRO, is hereby declared winner and elected. Ladies and gentlemen, protocol organized from front down. No, if she there, we should have. Okay, 2 minutes to round up your votes. 2 minutes to round up your votes. Thank you. Orderly, please. Orderly, please. Next line. Please, orderly. Protocol, coordinate, please.
Please, orderly.
Protocol, coordinate.
Please, orderly.
Orderly, please. Protocol, coordinate.
Orderly. Orderly. Is your pen? No, me, we don't even plan to. They are over. Anyone at the back? Turn it.
Okay, Mary. Okay. I personally thank all of you for the good conduct of this election. You've made me proud. So we are going back to the main business. Security has been beefed up from the information we got. So we've doubled our security for the voters. Rest be assured that your security is in safe hand. We've just brought in 2 Apache from the generals and 4 submachine guns from the generals. So we are well beefed up. We rest assured. Okay, just 2 minutes for people to stray. Let us call. We have some positions that are unopposed and some positions that are for contesting. Can we have the contestant for position of secretary to just come forward with their seats here, please? Election is over. Can we please come with your seat here, please, for position of secretary? Approach. Please, can we have our seats? I've just been informed that. Hello? Please, I told you earlier on that you are well beefed up. I've just been informed that 15 hoodlums that came from the East Coast side for disruption have been apprehended. And right now they are being taken across by a special Apache boat, MV Asidapa. So the Apache gunboat, MV Asidapa, is taking them over to Port Harcourt for proper protocols on intrudement on election ground. So we'll start first with the position of secretary. Can you candidates choose somebody? Check who did the nomination for secretary for Harrison. Secretary, check who did the nomination for secretary for Harrison.
Samuel.
Okay. Okay, please. Nominate somebody to stand in for your place. Nominate somebody to stand in here, please.
Bueno,
Nominate, please.
I'm nominating Samuel Tolofan.
Okay. Samuel, please approach the bench. Yes, please. Buma Richard, please approach the bench. Protocol, come.
Honorable.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, you are live on tvbonny.com.ng. You can get us from Facebook, Instagram. Please, we want to know your name.
My name is Sydney Rima, Director of Social Welfare and Community Development, Bonny Youth Federation.
Thank you. Please, we can see you in our cultural club of Grand Bonny Kingdom in their midst. And we meant to understand that today is their general election. I don't know why you're here. Are you a member?
I'm not a member, but I was invited to come and observe.
Okay, you are an observer.
Yes, I'm an observer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Quickly, you can see that the election is in progress. So far, so good. We meant to understand the counting process. So, what can you tell us about the election?
Well,
What's your observation? Sorry, what's your observation?
Yeah, so far, what I saw Oku practicing true democracy. If Nigeria is like this, I wonder why we are complaining. But for what I've seen, the election has been peaceful so far, and they have also shown commitment to their blog. They have shown solidarity by coming out and all that and casting their vote, showing support. And what I'm seeing, have really shown some high level of democracy. So far, the conduct of the election is superb until we get further information.
So you're telling us here now that the electoral umpire is not biased about this election?
Yes, I'm not seeing anything of such.
Okay.
So far, I'm not seeing.
So what is your message to the general public?
General public is to emulate. My message to the general public is to emulate what Oku is doing and, try to do the right thing for once and all that. Instead of rigging an election, you can hear people clapping and all that. Instead of rigging an election, do the right thing. So you can always hold the people accountable that I voted for you. Therefore, you have to deliver.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on our platform. We are tvbonny.com.ng. You see us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me too. Thank you, sir.
Secretary
So can we have the candidates for ladies captain, for vice ladies captain come to the seats, please? For the vice, please. So can you please call your agents to come forward?
Mary.
Neighbor, can you call please?
Jemima.
Jemima, can you come forward please? Come this way.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the result for the position of Vice Ladies Captain has just been concluded, and power records and confirmation by the agents favor Jaja scored a total of 7 votes, and Boma Richard scored a total of 20 votes. By that, on authority and power in this vested, Boma Richard, having scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared the winner and elected. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oku Annuel. Thank you.
Please, for the nominees for the position of ladies captain, can you come to the seat, please?
When they bring 3 seats for us.
3 seats, please. Can I use this opportunity? Please, can you call in your agents, please? Call your agents, please. Call your agents. Can you call your agents, please?
Dago go visit.
My ex-president. My ex-president.
Ex-president.
Larry Jackman.
Larry Jackman, please. This lady, see the kind of better things they wear that choose. Be careful. The one the way they don't say their hand no go near. Ladies and gentlemen, please can I use this opportunity to invite one of our observer. Let me inform you that this observer is coming all the way from Europe. He was in London 3 weeks ago. While I called him, he was in US. So he told me he will be going to Germany, but with everything possible, when he steps into Netherlands, he will make a direct flight. No matter whether Corona or Morinko or whatever, he will be in Nigeria. He landed into Nigeria yesterday night and took the chopper that brought one of the souvenirs for His Majesty, King Edward Asimiliwila Ndapa Pepple, the third, Edward the First, but I call the 11, JPCON. I'm a member of Asian Grand Bonny Kingdom and natural ruler from UK. So let me use the opportunity to call it to our brother Itala Irima. Please, can you come to the table? Thank you very much. For the position of ladies captain, first of all, let me thank our international observer all the way from the four corners of Europe down to Africa, Nigeria, the biggest black nation in the world. Thank you very much, Honorable Leader. For the position of ladies captain, Mabel Diri scored a total of 7 votes. Helen Tolofare scored a total of 8 votes. And Susan Pauline scored a total of 11 votes. By the authority and power in me vested, Susan Pauline, having scored the highest number of votes cast, is hereby declared winner and elected. Thank you very much.
Oku Annuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the final result for take home, for the position of a spokesperson, we have Mr. Larry Jackman. Please, can you stand up for recognition? For the position, please, we thank. I also want to recognize the good work our BonnyTV.com is doing. We are happy to be on camera, and whatever we are doing is being captured. So we're happy that we are conducting ourselves in a good manner, and our words are well chosen and spoken lightly. For the position of Auditor 1 and 2, we have nominated and elected, we have Allswell Mirula Green and Miadoe Pepper. Round of recognition, please. Oku For the position of ladies vice, we have nominated and elected. We have Boma Richard. Round of recognition, please. For the position of ladies captain, nominated and elected, we have Susan Pauling. For the position of provost, nominated and elected, we have John Pepple. For the position of welfare officer, nominated and elected, we have Iwari Pepple. For the position of treasurer, nominated and elected, we have Boma Kaladapa. For the position of PRO, nominated and elected, we have Promise Danjomo. Stand up for the congregation. For the position of financial secretary, nominated and elected, we have Jerry. Sorry, we have Kenneth Igbiki Amafamaya. For the position of assistant secretary, we have Jerry Abbey. For the position of general secretary, we have Harrison Finabri. We can start for the For the position of vice president, we have Dagogo Wilson Jumbo. Ladies and gentlemen, Agricultural Club of Bonny, Moto Amafora Ibi, Belamofranga Wasosa, Wamumua, Botwaine, Ibi Mbebe. For the position of the well recognized Cultural Club, part today in Bonny Kingdom has to do with raffia play. He's an illustrious brother who has been duly and worthy nominated and elected. He has been a past distinguished president of this club. He has been a past distinguished assistant chief priest of this club. He has been a past and distinguished elders council chairman. Outside the shore of the club, he has been a past and distinguished governor of Dynamic Football Club. He has also been a past and distinguished president of renowned United Brothers of Bonny Kingdom. He is a chifo, recognized and crowned in Cartel Football Club, far away, Port Harcourt. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce to the club president elected, most worshipful brother, Asi Mtepanichi Dapa, Ogoski Ezuko, one of our cultural club. Please, a round of applause. Please, a round of applause. A round of applause. Thank you very much for the good. Take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the Electoral Committee, thank our observers from Obirifinima and Abonator for the patience that you've endured throughout this process. I'm sure with our brother from overseas, Idala, we are sure that a tongue of good reports will be given for this activity. And also let me thank the double barrel, the chairman of the Federal Council and the caretaker president of the General Club, most worshipful brother, Miadoye